Imagine a future where Earth, the only home humanity has ever known, becomes uninhabitable. A time when our planet no longer provides the necessary resources or environment to sustain life. This might sound like the plot of a science fiction movie, but in reality, it is a very real possibility. The renowned physicist Stephen Hawking famously stated, "There is no doubt that our planet Earth will one day be uninhabitable." This sobering thought, while unsettling, is not meant to provoke fear, but rather to inspire action. It pushes humanity to think beyond the boundaries of our home planet and to consider a future where humans might have to venture beyond the solar system in search of a new place to call home. According to Hawking, I am convinced that humans will have to leave the solar system and travel to the stars. And while this sounds like an incredible, almost unreachable goal, it's becoming increasingly apparent that the idea of humans becoming an interplanetary species is not as far-fetched as it once seemed. The concept of humans leaving Earth to survive in the cosmos is no longer confined to the realm of theoretical musings or the pages of science fiction novels. It is something that scientists, astronomers, and space agencies around the world are seriously considering. The idea that humanity must one day leave Earth is not simply a response to fears of climate change, resource depletion, or global conflict. It is also driven by the understanding that the Earth itself has a limited lifespan. Eventually, our planet will no longer be able to sustain life. Whether it's because of a natural disaster, the slow but inevitable changes in the Earth's climate, or the Sun's inevitable transformation into a red giant, we must eventually look beyond Earth for the future of humanity. But where would humanity go if Earth could no longer support life? While this may seem like an impossible question, NASA and other space agencies have been working on an exciting answer: exoplanets, worlds that exist outside of our solar system. These distant planets could one day hold the key to humanity's survival. They might even be more habitable than Earth itself. Over the last few decades, astronomers have made remarkable strides in identifying exoplanets, many of which have the potential to support life as we know it. The Kepler Space Telescope, launched by NASA in 2009, has been instrumental in this discovery process. Over the course of its 9-year mission, Kepler scoured the stars, identifying thousands of exoplanets, some of which resemble Earth in ways that could make them suitable for human habitation. The challenge, of course, is that these exoplanets are located far beyond our reach. Many of the planets discovered by Kepler are located thousands, if not millions, of light-years away. While they hold incredible potential for future exploration and colonization, the technology to reach them is still far beyond what we are currently capable of. That said, the search for Earth-like planets and the possibility of interplanetary travel are advancing rapidly. With each new discovery, scientists are learning more about the types of planets that exist beyond our solar system and which ones are the most likely to harbor life. Exoplanets, as the name suggests, are planets that orbit stars other than our Sun. Our solar system is home to 8 planets, including Earth, but when we look out into the universe, we now know that there are potentially billions of planets that could support life. According to current estimates, there could be over 100 billion stars in our galaxy alone, and many of these stars are likely to have planets orbiting them. Some of these planets are very similar to Earth, while others are completely different. Some are smaller, others are larger, and some may be too hostile to sustain life. However, among the thousands of exoplanets discovered, there are a handful that stand out because of their potential to support life. The Kepler mission was groundbreaking in its ability to detect planets outside of our solar system. Before Kepler, detecting exoplanets was incredibly challenging. Planets are small compared to the stars they orbit, and they often don't emit their own light, making them difficult to detect from Earth. The Kepler Space Telescope used a technique called the transit method to identify exoplanets. When a planet passes in front of its star, it causes a slight dip in the star's brightness. By measuring this dip, scientists can infer the size and orbit of the planet. Over the course of its mission, Kepler discovered more than 5,000 exoplanets, many of which are located in what scientists call the habitable zone of their stars. This is the region around a star where conditions might be right for liquid water to exist, which is considered one of the key requirements for life. One of the most exciting discoveries made by Kepler was the identification of super-Earths. These are planets that are larger than Earth but still potentially suitable for life. Super-Earths are rocky planets that are similar in many ways to our own planet, but they are typically a little larger and may have slightly warmer temperatures. They also tend to orbit stars that have longer lifespans than our Sun, making them ideal candidates for supporting life over longer periods of time. In fact, astronomers believe that life might have a better chance of developing on planets orbiting stars with longer lifespans, as these stars provide a longer window of opportunity for life to evolve. While our Sun is expected to burn out in about 10 billion years, some stars, known as K-type stars, can live for up to 70 billion years, which could provide an ideal environment for life to flourish. Kepler 452b is one of the most famous super-Earths discovered by the Kepler mission. This planet is located about 1,400 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus. It is often referred to as Earth's cousin because it shares many similarities with our own planet. Kepler 452b has a solid surface and may even have continents and oceans, much like Earth. It orbits its star, Kepler 452, in a similar manner to how Earth orbits the Sun. In fact, its orbital period is just about 385 days, which is very close to Earth's own year. Kepler 452b is larger than Earth, about 1.6 times the size of our planet, but it could potentially have similar conditions that could support life. The fact that it orbits a star that is similar to our Sun and in a habitable zone makes it a prime candidate for future exploration. The discovery of Kepler 452b and other exoplanets like it has fueled speculation about the possibility of life beyond Earth. Some scientists believe that we may not be alone in the universe, and that intelligent civilizations could exist on distant planets. The idea that there could be other life forms in the cosmos has fascinated humanity for centuries. And now, thanks to advancements in space technology, we are getting closer to answering this age-old question. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2022, is another tool that scientists are using to study exoplanets in greater detail. The Webb telescope is far more advanced than the Kepler telescope and is capable of detecting the atmospheres of distant planets. Webb can also detect water vapor, carbon dioxide, and other key elements that are necessary for life. In some cases, Webb has even been able to detect biomarkers, which are gases or chemicals that are associated with biological activity. This makes it possible for scientists to not only determine if a planet could support life, but also to search for signs of life itself. While the discovery of potentially habitable exoplanets is an exciting development, there is still a long way to go before humanity can reach these distant worlds. The distances involved are mind-boggling. Even the closest exoplanets are many light-years away, and the technology required to travel such vast distances is not yet within our grasp. But the dream of interstellar travel is far from impossible. There are ongoing efforts by scientists and engineers to develop propulsion systems that could allow us to travel to distant stars and planets. Some of the ideas being explored include warp drives and other methods of faster-than-light travel. These concepts may seem like science fiction, but they are based on real physics and are being taken seriously by researchers around the world. One of the most famous proponents of the idea of faster-than-light travel is physicist Miguel Alcubierre, who proposed the idea of a warp drive in 1994. The concept involves bending or warping spacetime itself in such a way that a spacecraft could travel faster than light without violating the laws of physics. While this idea is still theoretical, it has sparked considerable interest among physicists and space enthusiasts alike. Some researchers are even exploring ways to make this concept a reality. If successful, a warp drive could make interstellar travel a reality, opening up the possibility of visiting distant exoplanets and even potentially colonizing other worlds. While the technology to travel to distant exoplanets may still be in the realm of science fiction, the discovery of these planets is a huge step forward. It demonstrates that the universe is far more vast and diverse than we ever imagined. It suggests that there could be countless planets out there that are capable of supporting life, and that one day, humanity may have the opportunity to explore and inhabit these worlds. The quest for habitable exoplanets is not just a matter of curiosity, it is a matter of survival. If we want to ensure the long-term survival of humanity, we must look beyond Earth and prepare for the possibility of living on other planets. This is not a distant dream but a real possibility that is gradually becoming more achievable. The discoveries of the Kepler and James Webb telescopes have opened up new possibilities for humanity's future in space, and as we continue to explore the stars, we are one step closer to finding our next home in the cosmos. As we look to the future, we can only imagine the possibilities. Will we one day set foot on planets like Kepler 452b or other super-Earths that might be even more habitable than our own planet? Will we discover other civilizations among the stars? The answers to these questions are still unknown, but one thing is certain: humanity's journey into space has only just begun. With every new discovery, we get one step closer to unlocking the mysteries of the universe and finding a new home among the stars. The future of humanity is in the stars, and it's up to us to continue